So guys, we don't need the controller. What? Because we can use our phones. So here we go. So we'll have to do story. It's something completely different. Oh, we can't continue, so we're gonna start a new one. So we need more players. Play the competitive mode. We don't have a lot of people, so we're gonna story mode.
In story mode, you're playing the game for fun. Work together to solve the crime and play the story you want to see.
Who's ready? Ripple effect. Noun is spreading consequences of a single event or action. So it's pretty much like Until Dawn and Sony games. Every. Some affect relationships between characters. Others make waves that change everything. Choose wisely. Wisely, the key word in that one. Are you giving me hints? It's been tortured. Oh. Oh dear. I think he's dead. Okay.
Any cars in the vicinity of 535 Meeker, 1031, possible hostage situation. Extreme caution advised. Suspect description matches the trapper.
Same group. We have to think wisely. So we get a logbook. Becky Marnie and Tom Nelson. Okay, that's cool.
You ready for this?
Of course I'm ready.
Nice and easy. Textbook college. What's the play?
Vote for choices by moving your pointer inside the box.
I say... Take it to the front. So we want to go that way.
I'm thinking we walk right through the front door. Catch him off guard.
Got it. Keep the lights on.
Hope we made the right choice. FBI, open up!
Please!
Oh, that's a hard one because I'm gonna risk it for biscuit.
Sweeping the side room.
Got it.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen. Use your pointer to highlight the clues before the timer runs out.
Okay.
Some of these clues could help you in the future, so try to find them all.
Here's one. We got all of them. A hostage's rucksack.
Oh God. It's really him.
On the way.
Screaming. This guy's in some too kinky shit. Do we go for it? I don't think we should.
Heads up now!
To shoot, move your pointer onto the target. Think before you shoot. You do not have to open fire.
I don't want to.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
He's looking for the gun. I had to. I had no choice.
Oh my God.
I should have done that. Oh shit. Oh, because that's safe. No! I made the wrong choice.
The hunt for the Trapper came to a dramatic end tonight as police from the 3rd Precinct arrested their primary suspect, Jonathan Finn. Finn is wanted in connection with a string of grisly murders that has gripped the city and claimed the lives of first response police officers. More on this story as it develops.
Ladies and gentlemen, the accused, Jonathan Finn, is guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished. This man, the so-called Trapper Killer,
Jigsaw
has terrorized our community with his brutal murder spree. Booby-trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. One such hero was Officer Tom Nelson, who died as he and his partner were making the arrest that brought us here today. Jonathan Finn has confessed to every single one of these crimes. Why? Because he hopes you will see him as a man, a fellow human being. But this is only another one of the Trapper's clever ploys. We cannot trust this man. He has a deceitful, twisted, villainous mind, and nothing he says or does will ever change that. I therefore recommend punishment to the full extent of the law, no less than the death penalty. Thank you.
Maybe that's not such a great idea.
Jonathan Finn, for the crimes for which you have been found guilty, I hereby sentence you to death by lethal injection. This court is adjourned.
But why would he confess to all everything he's done?
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
5 years later.
I am Ray Weaver, and this is The Crawl. Let's kick it off tonight with our very own homegrown villain, Johnny Finn, the Trapper. Sucker's been on death row for 5 whole years. Mr. Trapper's only got 48 hours left on our big blue marble, so I thought, hey, did you know one of the victims? Phones are open. Caller 1, you're on.
Hey, so, well, yeah, man, I mean, in my point of view, like,
They can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know? So he got messed up as a kid. That's no excuse to take it out on our finest boys in blue.
Katie Cassidy.
But it ain't like our cops got the finest reputation, you know? Look at Marnie for one. Promotion to homicide, medal, the works. This gal's on top of the world, and guess what?
I know who she is.
Turns out she's dirtier than the rest of us down here in the mud. Mishandling evidence, improper conduct, who knows what else?
Damn. Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
She is no Black Canary in this.
Morning, everyone. Caught another pair of John Does this weekend. We're quickly racking up red names on this board, and I gotta tell you, unsolved cases don't exactly uphold the reputation we've built here at this precinct.
Just put Marnie the Magician on the case. I hear she's got a knack for making things disappear.
Son of a bitch.
Detective Calvary, pretend you didn't just say that. You're dismissed.
Great. Asshole.
Don't let Calvary get to you. Ever since he got internal affairs eyes on you, he acts like some kind of moral crusader.
At this point, I just tune him out.
Seriously. You doing all right?
No. Shall we? Go for no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not really.
IA crawl further up your ass?
The world's first human-sized piece of talking excrement thinks I stole evidence. In different circumstances, we would be famous.
Yikes. But hey, at least everyone knows he's a turd.
Yeah.
I would keep your
Hey.
distance until all this inquiry bullshit blows over. Don't throw IA any bones.
Should go for that one.
Yeah.
Detective Marnie, we have a word in my office. Look, Marnie, I'm not supposed to comment on an ongoing internal affairs investigation, but if it starts affecting my best detective...
I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, don't apologize. You're a good cop. I have no doubt you didn't do anything to compromise the crime scene intentionally. The facts will speak for themselves.
Thank you for believing in me, sir.
You know, it sometimes feels like we don't have a choice in these things, but you do. You got me?
Yes.
No.
Of course.
Of course we do.
I want to believe that. But I know the trapper's set for execution in 48 hours. It's a heavy load. Knowing you sent someone to death row, I don't want you to be distracted.
We should be honest.
I'd put him there again. Only next time, I'd make sure he didn't take my partner with him.
Officer Nelson's death was not in vain.
His death was my fault. My mess. Maybe once the trapper's pushing daisies, I can finally get a good night's sleep.
You will.
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Oh, it's her
Sorry I
again.
couldn't make it back to town.
I'm not crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You want to give me a little preview?
He'd be kind of a tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to
No.
get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
I'm playing as her. Let's be clinical.
If he's actually got something to say, then I'm ready to hear it. Call you after?
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Your attorney says you have something you want to tell me.
Pepper
Sure,
spray.
but you ain't gonna believe me. No one does. I used to blame God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
We're just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive. If I gotta go out, I ain't going out a liar.
Then tell me the truth.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody.
We should probably be curious.
Do you believe Adam Jones is the one responsible for these murders?
Oh, I don't believe it. I know it.
Who is he?
Adam was my best friend at the orphanage. And he killed those people.
Thing is that I trust him. I'm listening.
I'm listening. But you have to give me more to go on.
Adam and I, we've seen some shit together. Makes you close. Adam escaped, and I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. And he keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows exactly how to make him pay. So we made an arrangement. I rat myself out, I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clink, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, 'cause I'm in here. Makes sense, right?
Pretty convenient.
Convenient? Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. Fox in a hen house. You have no idea what it was like in there. The playroom. Well, that's what he called it, but I think he was the only one who was having any fun in there. Cops never found it?
No.
Well, you can go see for yourself.
Not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam? Now? No idea.
How can we find him?
Someone?
Gotta start someplace.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, it's better if I draw you a map.
Okay, sure.
Sure you want to trust me with that? They say the pen is mightier than the sword.
Cute.
My memory ain't what it used to be. I think I'd have to get back out there, get my feet on the ground, pick up the scent.
Whoa, if he wants that, he needs to admit.
So let's say you're telling the truth. You don't know where he is now. Sounds to me like he's left you high and dry.
I know what Adam's like. The kind of places he hangs around. We could go together, check it out.
You gotta give me more than that, or you ain't going nowhere.
I never should have trusted him. Adam Jones should be in here, not me.
Permissive.
Finn, listen to me. I will look into this. Adam Jones, what you're saying, but even if it's true, might be a day late and $1 short. I'm sorry.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones. He was at Las Palmas same time as my client, but he died in the same fire that closed it for good.
Look, I know where you're going with this, and it's not gonna work. There's no way they're letting Finn out. It's too flimsy.
I know. That's not what I'm after.
Then why bring me out here?
If you tell the judge about Adam Jones, maybe he'll grant Finn a temporary release and help the cops track down Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
Not enough to overturn.
Finn is not a good man. But if he dies, and you didn't do everything in your power to make sure he is the trapper, could you live with yourself?
Deviant or...
Yeah, You're
Ripple.
right. Let's take it to Judge Vanstone, see what happens.
Thank you, Felicity.
Don't thank me yet.
Bung.
Thank you so much for seeing me so
Bung.
quickly.
Miss Petty already filled me in on this whole Adam Jones business.
Yes, sir. I just spoke with Mr.
He looks
Finn.
old.
Now, in my experience, you light a candle under a man's ass, you can fly a balloon out of his mouth.
Sir?
Are you buying his story?
Well, it kind of adds up.
The timing is certainly convenient, but I think he's telling the truth. Or at least some version of it. So far it adds up.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
That's quite a stretch, don't you think? Well, even if Jones exists, how can you be sure Finn can track him down?
Optimistic.
I'm not sure what the truth is, but I know it's out there and we need time to find it.
Apparently, you need to release a convicted serial killer to find it.
Just long enough to lead the police to Adam Jones.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
Oh, let's be realistic here.
I think that he can help us. If you grant Finn a single-day release under armed guard, we may save an innocent man from wrongful execution.
I see. All right, Miss Graves. I'm going to grant Jonathan Finn a temporary release into police custody. But only for 3 hours, no more.
Thank you. Hey, Lana, you're not gonna believe this.
He actually went for it?
Surprised the heck out of me.
Wow. Nice.
Homicide.
Outrageous. Case against Finn was air goddamn tight. Nailed him with a hostage, for Christ's sake. Had to be one hell of a tale for you to go and spin the judge's head around.
Hostile.
I'm just doing my job, Detective Calvary. I try not to miss things that might be important. I know that's sort of a foreign concept around here.
I'm not gonna punch a DA. Not a lady one, at least.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what? Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
Something there, really, like, in all honesty.
I think there's something there. Judge thinks so too. He's granting a temporary release into police custody to help find Adam Jones. Finn tells me Rominsky had a secret room at the orphanage. Called it the playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
I remember something like that. That didn't come out in the report.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you find anything that might suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn?
I do recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence because Mr. Finn confessed, so it seemed open and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze?
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Now just hold on a goddamn second. How can you even entertain the idea of letting this scumbag out of his cell? Finn had motive. He went through hell at Las Palmas, he hated the police. We even found his hair at another crime scene.
The RV park, right? That was the social worker? And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed opportunity. Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
I think I'd like to hear from Detective Marnie, if you don't mind.
Sure. Catherine Hope was a social worker at Las Palmas Orphanage. We didn't know Finn had her. We got a 10-8 at Hog Haven Trailer Park out by the highway. A break-in in progress. I was closest to the scene, so I went solo. Should have been a piece of cake, but that night everyone was on pins and needles because the trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next.
Alrighty-o. Should probably search the area. Woof.
This is 609 on the CFBIP. Open exit on the highway, no perp. Gonna make an entry to the trailer.
609 acknowledged, caution advised.
Ooh. Swan. Was there only two? God damn it. Bomb making equipment. Okay, yeah, that's not suspicious though. Hostage. It's gonna make me disarm it.
Help me! Oh, shh. Okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
Some kinky
I was
bastard.
in the bar. I don't know. I woke up here. Oh God, please help me, please. What's happening?
Okay, I'm gonna remove the timer. Oh crap.
Oh God! Oh my God, get me out of there! Ah!
Okay, shh, calm down, please.
Hurry!
Oh dear. That was a close one. That was very close. Updated.
Well, at least we only had one casualty that night.
Not that it did a lot of good. Social worker was killed in a hit and run a few weeks later.
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Finn must have seen you coming. Got out before finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
How did he get away?
How did Finn get away?
I tried to lock down the perimeter, but Finn was long gone by the time backup arrived.
So how did you link Finn to the scene?
I discovered that Mr. Finn had left a hair at the scene. We ran the DNA through our criminal database, and he came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and out of the station so many times he practically had a door with his name on it. When we got the tip that he'd been spotted at a squat, we just happened to be driving by.
Shit just seems to fall in your lap, Detective.
At least I caught him, Dick.
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper. Watch out.
So... You're really not helping, you little piece of shit.
I'm sorry, Detective, but your attitude is not helping.
I'm sorry. Last I checked, this was my case. And I got my guy convicted. Who the fuck are you to question my competency?
I'm a district attorney. Are you finished?
The Trapper case shook everyone
Get
up.
wrecked.
I think we've poured enough salt in all our own wounds for one night.
Sergeant.
I think that about covers it. Or anything else we can help you with?
Do you have Adam Jones's forensics records on file?
Well, not from his death.
Were there samples taken when he was placed in the orphanage?
Yes, most likely.
Would it be possible to pull those records and run them against evidence found at the Trapper's crime scene?
Are you shitting me? You're wasting the time of this entire division, you understand? I got a better idea. We let that psycho die on the table.
Calvary, stop. We'll have Mr. Hillary look into it. Let you know if we find anything.
Thank you.
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that...
Calvary's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You were really helpful. Oh, hey, what are you doing tonight?
Ripple.
What?
I've got a huge stack of files at my apartment. Not gonna be able to get through it on my own.
You know, I think I'll take a pass. We'll let you know if anything comes up.
Fair enough. Have a good one.
Agreed.
Huh. A rat trap. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh, local undertaker.
Oh, hell no!
Connection to Las Palmas Orphanage. After the murder, the Trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door and the first responding officer was killed. Second target, Frederick LeMay. Orderly at Las Palmas.
LeMay.
Drug charges, assaults, but no convictions. Trapper left his body in a pitch-black room and filled the light fixture with C4. First responding officer flipped the switch and sayonara.
Stupid bitch.
Third target, Father Rominsky. The Trapper had sewn explosives inside his body, wired to blow if he moved a muscle. Left him sitting in a prayer position and he was forced to confess his sins, namely the abuse he and his cronies conducted at the orphanage. The first responder was... it was Sergeant Teller. A theory. While the first target had no apparent connection to Las Palmas, all the responding officers were from the 3rd Precinct, including Detective Marnie. Were the initial victims just a smokescreen, and the real targets the 3rd Precinct police? Why would he target them? Contacts.
Who would you like to call?
Let's call Sergeant
Briggs.
Calling Sergeant Briggs.
Hello?
Hi, it's Miss Graves. Sorry for calling so late.
It's no problem. Can I help you with something?
Rat trap.
I found this photo in the Trapper files. A rat trap? What's that about?
Right, we kept that detail out of the press. It's some sort of sicko calling card. Trapper left one at every one of the crime scenes.
Aside from all being from the same precinct, is there anything else to connect the cops?
Well, back then the 3rd Precinct didn't exactly have a stellar reputation. A lot of those guys were into drugs.
And now?
Now everyone's eager to put it behind them. Things got much better. Actually, pretty soon after the Trapper killings.
what's your take on this Finn revelation? Think it's got legs?
Yeah, sure, it's got legs, but it's running on water. Finn's about to drown and he knows it.
Yeah, you might be right. All right, well, thank you so much, Sergeant Riggs. Another note, Trapper was Detective Calvary's case, yet Marnie arrested Finn. Something about the tension today between Calvary and Marnie feels like it runs deeper than they were letting on. Something seems fishy.
Oh dear.
This is 125 at the 1016. Make an entry.
125 acknowledged. Caution advised.
This is the police. Anyone here?
FBI.
Oh, dear God. Sir.
He's fisted.
Can you hear me?
Oh, does it look like he can hear you? I mean...
Hey, what's going on?
Becky, it's...
What?
It's not good. The victim. It's one of us.
What? What happened?
We're still sorting through the mess, but call came in, there was a body. Responder showed up. Body was rigged. It looks just like a Trapper murder.
Right, guys. I think I'm going to leave this episode here. I mean, we've got plenty to explore. So we've got Until Dawn, so we've got plenty to do. If you did